With the Tournament of Power progressing and seeing most of the weaker characters knocked out of the stage, things will only get more serious from now on, especially with Universe 11B cut down to only 3 fighters. Yeah, things don't look too good for them. Even Topo was like, yo, cut the crap, Dispo, there's no more justice, there's only survival. And I think Jiren knows that very well, which implies that Jiren will make a move, but the question is, who will take him down? Or rather, a better way to put it, which fighter could stand a chance? Well, I believe there are 5 fighters in this tournament that may potentially be a threat to Jiren, because as we all know, Jiren is being hyped so much to being the main antagonist of this arc. And while yes, a lot of people in the community have many speculations that Jiren is just a throw off and the main villain is the Grand Priest himself, but let's just operate with what we already know, because I honestly don't like Jiren so far. He's bland, boring, and one-dimensional. However, I'll give Dragon Ball Super the benefit of the doubt and hope they will build his character soon. But if there is one thing we can discuss about Jiren, is the future conflicts. So let's start with the first fighter who could fight Jiren. I believe Hit has a good chance in giving Jiren a run for his money, because while Hit might not be the strongest fighter in the tournament, he is probably one of the most skillful fighters there. And yeah, I know someone will bring up the fact that he didn't do well against Dispo, but let's not forget that Hit was caught off guard in the beginning of the fight, because his opponent already studied his fighting style. But despite that, Hit was able to adapt and overcome Dispo. Even Topo stated that Dispo was in trouble, and we can also tell that Jiren sees Hit as a future threat. In addition, I think Jiren vs Hit will be one of the most interesting fights. Thus, my own prediction, and that's just me, is that Jiren has the ability to see the future of his opponent's attacks, similar to Akashi's Emperor Eye from Kuroko no Basket. So you got a fighter who can see ahead of time versus someone who could stop time. Frieza is someone very vital in this tournament, meaning I don't think Toei brought him for no good reason. There has to be someone who could pose a challenge to him. And while sure, Frieza could eventually be there just to turn his back on Universe 7, but if he doesn't, I feel like Frieza has the potential to face off against Jiren. I mean, let's not forget that Frieza is an absolute monster in Dragon Ball Super. This dude trained for 4 months and got as strong as God Goku. Then he meditates in hell without moving his body and gets even stronger. So it would truly not be a stretch if he could potentially become stronger by simply fighting. Of course, I must mention that I don't see an ex-villain like Frieza beating Jiren from a story point of view, but I think it's interesting to see the potential. Okay, so my boy Vegeta has been missing all this tournament. Like, yeah, sure, we have seen a few of his highlights, but this tournament hasn't really shed light on his motivation as a fighter, and he has yet to use or demonstrate his full power in this tournament. I mean, let's not neglect the fact that Vegeta trained in the Room of Spirit and Time once again, and last time he did that, he destroyed Goku Black. So if Goku is confirmed to have a new form in this tournament, I really hope Vegeta gets to do something really awesome and take down a powerful fighter. Will that fighter be Jiren? Probably not. However, I'd still love to see Vegeta square off against Jiren, and for once not get immediately destroyed. I would like to see more of his character development as a fighter in this arc. Obviously, Goku is the biggest candidate in beating Jiren. I mean, we know 100% that the fight between Goku and Jiren is certain, and it's something that has been set up ever since this arc started. But my only question is, how would Goku beat him? Will he use his new form, and will it be enough? I mean, we don't know for sure if Goku already unlocked this new form, so I'm interested in seeing what will be the trigger to this form. But regardless, something tells me that Goku won't beat him alone, because I have a huge hunch that the 5th fighter who could beat Jiren is Gohan. And wait, hold on, I'm not saying Gohan will single-handedly beat Jiren, but we have seen Gohan saying he will surpass his limits in his own way. And knowing Dragon Ball Super and how they handled Trunks in the Goku Black arc, I can see Gohan totally raging out and be on par with Goku. Now, no, I'm not saying that this should happen, I'm just saying that the possibility is up there, especially with being the power scaling being all over the place. In addition, if you notice, Goku and Gohan are heavily promoted in this arc together, so this kinda tells me if Jiren is the main villain, then Goku and Gohan might beat him together. but that's just me. I think Gohan has a bigger role in this arc, and I think even the writer sensed the frustration of the fans regarding Gohan's character, and this will be the perfect opportunity to let the fans gain back their respect to Gohan once again. Of course, for me, I don't think it will be very respectful for Gohan to achieve a form out of the blue, no pun intended, but I'm just saying that I can totally see that this is a possibility. Again, I can be totally wrong because these are just my thoughts, so how about you tell me yours? How do you think Jiren will be defeated? Do you think this tournament will be interrupted with no